Hey everybody, I'm going to show you guys about a tool that's called Plickers. It's an online assessment tool that you can use for really quick, just formative assessment. The students do not have to have technology for this, but the teacher will. You will see in just a second how easy it is to set up and how easy it is to use and how extremely engaging it is. Here are just some quick steps for how to set up Plickers. I will go ahead and tell you first of all that you are going to need a computer or a laptop. Plus, also, you are going to need a iPad or an iPhone or a tablet, like a secondary device, to use because you will have to have an app that goes with this. So you will set it up on your computer and then you will download an app on your secondary device so that you are able to use both. So that would be the first thing I would do would be to go to Plickers, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. And you would just set up an account first. Here's mine already set up. And this is just what the home page looks like. This right here shows you what it would look like if you were using an iPhone as your secondary device. And you can see that the high school students are using it. This is the technology that they use on their end without having to use any type of tablet or iPad or anything like that. So after you got your account set up and your app downloaded, and it's really easy to use the app if you just use the same email for both. You would want to create a class. So you would click on classes. And if you taught multiple subjects or multiple grades or whatever, you would probably want to add more than one class. But here is a class that's created from last year. And you would just add your students into the class and you would assign them a number. That way they get the QR card that you're going to get. It matches them. So Selena is number 1, so her card would say number 1 on it, and so on and so forth. And you can see over here that on the QRs you can use up to like 63 cards. So the class sizes can be very large. After you create your class, you want to go to the cards, and you can see that there's a standard Plicker card set that you can print for free, and I'll show you guys what it looks like so you can kind of get it in your mind. So this is card number 1 because it says 1 on all the corners, and then it has answer choices A, B, C, and D. So however the card is turned, that's the answer that's being portrayed. And that's how it will scan on the secondary app on the secondary device when you use the app. If it's A, then it'll scan it as A. If B is up, then it will be scanned as B like it shows right here. If C is flipped up, it will show as C, and so on and so forth. So this is just kind of what the cards look like. And you kind of want to print them on cardstock and laminate them. That way you can use them all year. So after you get the cards printed, you can go to library to create some type of quiz, and you'll see that I already have some created here from last year. And here's one that I created to show you guys. I'll show you how I did it. You go to new folder and you title it, whatever you want to do. And then you click on it and you click new question. And here you can type in any question that you want and you can use all 4 choices. You can use 2 choices. You can use 3, whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to use some generic questions so that, at the beginning of the year, the guys can kind of see how it works. And so you would choose the correct answer. After you type in the question and put in the answer choices, you choose the correct answer and click Save and Create. And then it automatically brings up a new question for you to add. And I'll ask, who is your homeroom teacher? And I'll put, Watts, Martin, sorry, it looks like I'm having some technology issues here. And I may add in, 3 choices for this one. Let me see if I can get that to go away. Okay, then it popped up another one. You can see you can do multiple choice or true false. So maybe on this last one, I may want to do true false. the sun came up this morning like it does every morning, and you would choose the correct answer. And then save and create. And then when I was done, I could click cancel. And another very important step is to make sure you add all your questions to the queue. Because when you pull this drop down arrow, if you teach multiple subjects, multiple grades, or whatever, they're all going to come up. So you want to make sure you add them to the correct queue, so that when you get ready to take your quiz on that, they're added on the app, that they're added to the correct spot, and you don't have to, search around for it and waste time. So then once they're all added to the queue and you can check and make sure, and you can see that they're over here, you want to click live view. When you click live view, that's when you will want to bring it up on your secondary device, whether it be your iPad, your iPhone, tablet, whatever. You have the app downloaded on there, and you want to click live view. And you can see that it comes up right here, and it will, when you pull it up on your app, your screen will automatically change. You'll see in just a second, because I've got it on my phone right here. I click the question, and you see that it came up. And so you would kind of want to read it out loud to the class. This would probably be on your smartboard if you have one in your classroom. If not, you can just use your desktop computer and just read it out loud to them. The sun rose this morning, A, true, B, false. And so on your phone, you would click scan. You can see it comes up, and the kids' names are up here. And if they answered it right, it'll be green. If they answer it wrong, it'll be red. And you just take it and you scan it around the room and get everybody's QR. It's kind of like a QR code reader, and get everybody's QR card. And when you finish that, you can click reveal answer, and it'll pop up like the correct answer was A. Well, everybody picked A, or the correct answer was B, everybody picked B. And it'll kind of show you how many people chose A and how many people chose B. And I'll show you a video in just a second that's going to show you how to do that. So after you were to finish the quiz, you would go through all the questions, and you would do that. You could pick a different question. See, I picked a different question on my app, and so it pulled up all the questions, and you would do the same thing, scan it, and then reveal the answer. So after you did that, you go to reports, and this would show you, how many, 13 got A correct, 6 people picked B, and you could see like it says, that 59% of the class got it correct. And this one, 86% of the class got this one correct. So you can just kind of see a quick report of if everybody is fully understanding what you're talking about as you're going through it. Like this one, the wearing away and moving across. Like notice that 10 of them picked C and 9 of them picked B. So this would maybe a concept that I want to go back over before the end of the day, just to make sure that they understood. So I'm going to show you guys a quick video on how to use Plickers so that you can get a little bit of a demo. That way, if you wanted to use it in your classroom.
Which group of American Indians formed a confederacy to work together against the European settlers? Okay, show your answer. All right, I'm going to scan now. Here we go. Remember, when I get your name scanned, put your card face down. All right. Let's see Shay and Alexandra again. Hold yours up. Look at your choice. Shay, hold yours still, sweetie. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got.
So you can kind of see that everybody, the kids in the class, were enjoying it, and that they were excited about their answer, and they were all pointing out, the 2 people picked the wrong answer. But here's the steps again, and if anybody wants me to send them this resource, I'll be glad to do it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video on Plickers, and hopefully somebody will incorporate it in their classroom.